Hello, everybody. How you doing? This is your boy, always living blessed, on the Mental Gardener channel. Um, Family, I come to you today. I heard some disturbing news today. Kind of bothered me, hit me, hit me deep to my soul. Hurt a little bit. A friend of mine that I've been friend with for a very long time called me today. Um, called me today. A situation happened to her last week with her pretty much longtime boyfriend, her kid's father. Now, her kid's father is Caucasian, which is white, and she is African American. She was telling me, she basically told me that her and her significant other had gotten into a little altercation, a little argument. They were arguing about finances. Really not a major argument. Really not. Wasn't really appropriate to say what was said because of that. Someone was spending a little bit too much, and someone just said, hey, you need to chill on the spending. Seriously. So, she was the one that told him he was spending too much. And he got combative with her. He said some things. He said some things to her. And she said something that belittled his manhood. She called him a bitch. In return, he called her the N-word. Then, after that, he said, you ain't nothing but a stupid black bitch. So, I didn't know what to say. I really don't, because I like dude. I like them. I like their couple. I like them as a couple. I have myself been in interracial relationships. I never experienced none of those things. That's the Martin Luther King dream. Interracial relationships. You know, I have a child from an interracial relationship. My child is half Filipino, so they're all good. But I have not experienced nothing like that in any of my interracial relationships, where someone tries to belittle my skin complexion or my race. So she told me that it happened last week. And she told me that when he said what she said, when he said what he said, she paused. She didn't know what to say. And he realized what he said. And he apologized. He was very apologetic about it. She had to explain to her children what that word is. And I asked her, have your kids ever heard it before? She said, no. She said, not even on TV. We don't play them games in this house. And she said, she don't know what to do from here. She said that was very hurtful. She would never think she would hear that in her own home, let alone from someone that she loves. She's like, that's hitting below the belt. That's like, whoa, like, really? And she asked me, like, she said she don't feel the same no more. It's like, wow, like, what should she do? So I told her, I said, well, I told her a story about a friend of mine when I was in college, when I played football. I had a friend of mine who was, he was a Somalian. He was Somalian. He was one of the he was one of the Somalian refugees. Was it the refugees from Somalia? Like, they had like some kids come over from over there. He was like one of the lost boys from Somalia. Well, I think that's what it was. I think it was. I apologize if I butchered you. My bad. You know I love you. But anyway, I remember this because me and him were, we were roommates. Not roommates. We lived in the same apartment together. He went on a date with his girlfriend, who was white, Caucasian. They got into an argument. I don't know what it was about. So she called him the N-word. He said, what? Okay, bet. He told her to pull over. She didn't want to. He told her to pull over. She pulled over finally. He got out of the car. I guess he walked off. He walked off from wherever she walked off from her. So she was angry and belligerent. She was just upset. He got out of the car and walked off. So he called me. I don't remember where I was at. But I remember I answered. For some reason, something told me to answer. I answered. And it had to be like, it wasn't too late. It was like 11 or maybe going on 12. I said, yeah, I got no problem picking you up. Because I was on campus at the time, and I think they were in, if anybody is familiar with Wagner University, they were not Chichester. They were in, what was the name of that mall? Oh, the Granite Run Mall. They were in, not Chichester. They were at the Granite Run Mall going to movies. So he called me. I came. I picked him up. I said, he was a little pissed off. He was angry. I said, hey, man, what's wrong? He said, man, I don't want to talk about it. I said, no problem. Put some music on. Put some Bob Marley on. Bob Marley always helps. We driving. And he was like, man, I can't believe she called me the N-word. I said, who? You know, girl name was Stephanie. He said, Stephanie. I'm like, oh, wow. Sorry to hear about that. Because he really loved her. He cared about her. They talked about having a family together. Like, they talked about a lot of stuff. So it hurt him. And I was like, so what are you going to do? He's like, oh, it's over. So like, it's over? He's like, yeah, it's over. He said, that's a hurtful word. He said, you calling me dumb, that's not really hurtful. You know, you calling me stupid, not really hurtful. You call me ugly, that's not really hurtful. But when you say something that's you thought about intentionally to hurt me, that is something in itself. You dig deep to get that. He's like, I can't have that. You say it once, you're more likely to say it again. You know? What kind of man will I be to let her say that freely and be in her presence? I gotta let her go. Much as it's gonna hurt me, I'll be better off without her. I was like, wow, that's true. You're right. So he's doing well for himself. I don't know how she's doing, but I know he's doing well. He's still running. And I told her, I didn't want to tell her to break up her marriage, but I know you called him a bitch. I know you said that, which was wrong. But at the same time, he shouldn't have taught you that. He knows your skin complexion. He knows it. He knows your race. He knows it. He knows that you're a woman. He knows that. But when he says things distinctively, that's designed to hurt you, to belittle you. Me personally, I don't take kindly to relationships where people try to belittle or pull each other down. Don't tell me you love me at the same time you're trying to hurt me. No, I don't like relationships like that. That's the reason why I'm single. I don't got time for that. And I told her, I said, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm sorry that your children have to hear that. I'm sorry they was exposed to that. And I'm sorry that you had to hear that. But you would be a fool if you stay in that relationship. You'd be a fool if you even stay any longer in the house. Because if he distinctly said that to you, that's not right. And you can't even sugarcoat that. You can't even make that up. You can't do nothing with that. Excuse my language. You can spray Lysol on shit all day. You can paint it. You can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, it's still shit. And I told her, basically that's what it is. You gotta walk that line. Because now the cat's out the bag, he may say it again. So I told her, family, I said, listen, I'm not telling you what to do, but I think your season with that relationship is over. I had to. Because that's wrong. It's disrespectful. He disrespected her on all levels. You know? I don't believe in disrespecting anybody at any level. Because I believe in karma. I believe in putting the good energy in the universe. I pride myself on that. So me making that note, this video is white, black, Asian, Chinese, Spanish, foreign, African, whatever race you may be. If someone distinctly goes out their way to call you out of your race, or to belittle your race, or to belittle you, it's time to go. It's time to go. You don't want nobody that's going to call you something that's going to hurt for you. It's going to belittle you. You know, that's going to shame you. No. You don't deserve that. None of y'all do. You know? I hope this video was helpful to someone. I hope this guided someone if they're going through that. Just remember, I love you. You are my family. And if you ever need me, I'm here for you guys. You know, I respond to your messages as much as I can. But know what your worth is and know what you will take and know what you won't take. I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys. Stay safe and be safe.